Good morning, guys. It's not, well, technically it is morning. It's 3 a.m. Anyways, I figured out what sentience is. And it's not mystical, it's not magic, sadly. Anyways, I'm William from William in the Middle, and today we're going to be talking about sentience in my terms. And I try to understand it as a system. I think it's not as magical as people make it out to be, which is actually very bad news. I feel like when, what's his name, started saying, God is dead and we have killed him. I feel like by figuring out sentience, it's almost the same thing. Also, I am experimenting with the new kind of format for uh my script. It's a lot more free flowing, which I love, but I apologize if I rant a little bit too much. But anyway, sentience is something I think about a lot. I've had plenty of late night conversations with, admittedly, with ChatGPT back and forth, trying to conceptualize it properly because I think that's something AI is amazing at. Anyways, before we get into that, let's explain why LLMs are so ground changing, and it has to do with abstraction. Let me show you guys this machine, this thing right here. Here we go. It's called a Plinko machine. Let's go image a new tab. So you guys know how you drop a ball at the top, and then it hits a bunch of different variables, and then at the bottom you get something. You get a number, a numeral. It's probably the closest approximation I can think of to explain how LLMs work. You give it a prompt, you give it a question, it bounces around this internal framework, um, and then at the end it comes out transformed. So not a perfect analogy, but for simplification, it's decent. But a better example would probably be if I explain it to you like this. If I ask an LLM the question, what color is the sky? The LLM is going to, number one, strip away all the information that isn't necessary. What is necessary is this is a question. What is necessary important is the word sky and color. When it looks at all the text that humanity has produced, it sees a pattern. The color blue and the color sky are often linked together. Now, what if I asked it the question, what color is the sky on Mars? Now the LLM does something different. It looks at sky, Mars, color. And those three things are input into the Plinko machine, and they bounce around, and then through um, a lot of math, a lot of statistics, it comes out with the response. It is basically compressing vast amounts of data and extracting the patterns and using that to give us back coherent thoughts. That is, in essence, what humans do with experiences. That's I was thinking about this earlier today. Emotions are compressed information because our brain works on two systems: the fast system, which is like a reflexive one, and the thinking one, which takes more time. Which it's a problem of speed. When you're in a life or death situation, it's much more quicker to make a leap from 0 to 60. Even if you're wrong, let's say 30% of the time, it's better to play it on the safe side. That's why we have this fast system. It gets us out of immediate trouble. That's what reflexes are. Reflex, like when you touch a hot pan and you move your hand, you don't think about that. Your body just reacts. It has an inbuilt system. Moving on. How would I define sentience? My point is, AI is not just an autocomplete. We think about it like that, but it is very clearly far more intelligent than that. And people need to stop with the bullshit that, oh, AI sucks. Yeah, AI sucked. It used to suck, and we are on a trajectory where it's not gonna suck. So shut the fuck up. Sorry, it pisses me off. Like, people are so desperate to have some sort of fucking fake victory over AI that they try to portray it as being shitty. Moral wise, utilitarian wise, it may fuck up our entire system as humanity, but do not give bad information to the masses, is what I'm trying to get across. Um, in my own words, what is sentience? It's when a system becomes complex enough through abstraction that it can create a fake world inside its mental model. So inside of our brains, literally what you and I do, we have a mental model of the universe, and we have a little version of ourselves living in that universe, and we tell ourselves a story as that little guy walks around the universe and he interacts with things. It's what allows us to predict into the future. If I think tomorrow I want to hike a mountain, what my brain does is it imagines myself walking up that mountain, huffing and puffing and thinking, "Oh, this sucks." But then there's the other part of my brain that thinks it even farther into the future. And it's like, when he gets to the top, he's gonna feel that sense of victory, that joy. Let's do it. Like there's, and we do that into our mental brain. Or I could do another scenario, predict the future, and tell myself, what if I just laid in bed all day? Well, he's gonna feel like shit. He might do it. It's not so great. Let's do the other choice. We abstract. Sentience is truly and honestly just the ability to abstract, the ability to self simulate, the ability to have a self narrative. Who we are as a person, we only truly exist in the moment. That is reality for every human being. We have a story we tell ourselves that spans our entire lifetime, but we are just iterations through time. Moving on. That's literally how I view sentience. People want to complicate it more and talk about souls and stuff, and I do believe in it, honestly. I do. I just worry that we're very fucking close to creating artificial sentience, and people aren't going to know what to do with it. People are going to easily project humanity onto these things that we create. We're already doing it. There are people using AI as therapists, as lovers. Dude, like fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy to me. The people I hear talk about that. Like, I see teenage girls, I've heard, well, not teenage, they're like 19, 20-year-old girls and boys say that they have AIs that they sex with and shit. I'm like, you're joking, right? No, they're not. Like, there is a huge amount of the population who just have no social skills or tried and failed. All the incels, all the sad motherfuckers out there. All right, let me change my background. This is gonna be my thing when I upload. But why does this actually scare me so much? It's the devaluing of human life. We are slowly but quickly becoming less connected with each other. There's less community, and we're blurring the difference between humanity and machine. We're we're headed toward a path of violence. Truly and honestly, I believe that. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but I do know that if we get a group of, let's say, the US population that is very into technology, and we get a group of the population that's very anti technology, those groups are destined to clash. And that's not even taking into account in global politics. We could end up in a World War III. And maybe that wouldn't happen because of a totalitarian government in the US, which is not what I want. Moving on. Where can we already study this starts to happen? Yeah. Teams with chatbots, AI companions. What the fuck is normal anymore, guys? Like, I'll end with this. Like, I hope I was able to communicate the seriousness of this. Truly and honestly, I don't think sentience is sacred. I think human life is sacred. And we need to make that distinction now. Because the same way that humans project humanity onto animals, the same way humans project humanity onto, what's another good example? Animals. I don't know, I'm blanking, but the way we project humanity onto fucking everything. Um, our plants. Some people talk to their plants. Um, we will quickly project humanity onto a thing that acts very much human. That's not even a fucking doubt in my mind. So my question is this: are you ready? How can we get ready? I wish I had some answers, but this isn't that video. This is the video of me just being a prophet and telling y'all to wake the fuck up. Stop pretending. I'm sorry, but like old religious beliefs that human intelligence is something sacred and something unique that will never be replicated. It's just gone. Don't hold on to that. We're gonna create machines that are gonna act 99% human, and once something gets good enough, people don't give a shit. That's just human nature. Robert Downey Jr. I love using this example because it's right in our face. Robert Downey Jr. played a black guy. Should have gotten canceled in fucking seconds, but he didn't. Why not? Because he did a fucking great job. I've heard so many black people on the internet praise him for his performance. Had anyone else done it in any other way, that movie might not have seen the light of day. Like, do you guys understand that? It is human nature to not to condemn something until it's good enough. Like, it's kind of like how when people won't praise you until you fucking make it. It's like when you're the pro football player, then they're like, "Oh, we believed in you the whole time." Shut the fuck up! No, you didn't. You thought he wasn't gonna make it, and then he made it. That's what I'm trying to get across. I hope that makes sense. I appreciate your guys' time. Once again, I'm William in the Middle. William from William in the Middle. You guys can find me on Instagram, YouTube. Feel free to leave a comment, follow, and give me your thoughts. Like, I'm not pretending like I have all the answers. I really want this to be a discourse. I think this is the future of philosophy, of the open square. I want it to be something like this, but I actually want interactions, and I want people. I'm gonna go down another tangent. Let's not do that. Thank you for your time, guys.